Hello everybody, my name is Lunar and welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode, I am going to be talking to you guys about the most underrated blocks that you guys can use when you're building. And of course, I have something here that I want to be able to share with you to show you the most underrated blocks that you can use when decorating, building, and so on and so forth. So of course, let's get into it. The first block that we're going to talk about is walls, or really any kind of walls, depending on what block that you're using. So in this build here, what we are doing is that I have created a base. It is going to be sitting here in the swamp. Ooh, man, my frames are dying for a second. But basically what you can do with this is that you can make it look like it is a little bit older, a little bit rustic, plus you can give it some more depth. Basically adding in some holes and such just to make it look a little bit more, just a little bit more different, I suppose. It definitely helps bring in some more depth. It helps bring in a little bit more life decay and other bits and pieces to it. And since we're on the same wall, the next thing is also going to be buttons. Buttons are incredibly underutilized. It brings yet another level of depth, and they can be used as very, very small rocks. As you can see, I put them all the way around this build. I absolutely love using buttons here for this, and I feel like having these buttons did make a huge, even though it was subtle, a huge, huge difference to the depth of this build. Alright, we are in my hardcore world, and if we head over to my little farming area... Oh, man. Ooh, the frames. Alright, now look at this. So this is one of those... This is the mushroom stem block that I was speaking of. This is really good. I absolutely love it for this building design. Wow, my frames are collapsing. I absolutely love it for this kind of build. I think it worked perfectly. I honestly love it so much. It's incredibly underrated. It goes well with brown, it goes well with black and gray. It's really a very diverse block, and honestly could go really, really well with a lot of different things. And also it goes well with green. It can also be used for different kinds of gradients. Now we head over to this building right here. This is the Bowtie Incorporated Quarry HQ. So as we walk in, you have the brown mushroom blocks here. These are for my floor and the ceiling. I feel like these are incredible blocks to be used. I feel like they're very underrated. They go well with the tan of the end stone and the sandstone. They go well with other brown colors. They go well with jungle. Go very well with jungle. And they go well with oak. I feel like this is such a good block that goes well with a lot of different colors. It also does pretty good with the pink right there. And of course it goes well with orange as well. It goes well with so many other blocks. And that brings me on to the next block, which is going to be endstone. Endstone, not many people discuss endstone. And for a good reason. It's not the prettiest block in the game, but if you're using some sandstone, you don't want to, I try not to incorporate it entirely into the sandstone itself, but what I did here is that I instead turned it into a divider between, or like I turned walls into the sandstone, so it, the floor sounds weird. But honestly, I feel like this actually went really well with the brown and went well with the tan. It's still a really, really good block. It goes well with mostly brown and tan colors. It's not the most diverse block that you can use, but still, personally, it's so very, very, very underrated. And when I made it into this, easily one of my favorites. It worked really, really, really well with this. And of course, we have the smoker. The smoker! Oh, and the barrel. The smoker and the barrel are very two underrated blocks that you don't see too often. Easily some really nice, really, really nice. So if you pair these together, it goes really, really well with the barrel. Plus, this gives you the stone texture, so it could be used in these if you're using wood and such. And I feel like it made such a very subtle but such a nice difference here at the bottom of this. It could also be used for technical things like trains and such. Personally, I think it's a very good block. I haven't used it too often, so I don't have too many details about this block specifically. So I would definitely do push the idea of messing around with the block and seeing what happens with it. Easily a really good block, very underrated. I would just test it out and see how it goes for you. And of course with the barrels, if we just place them like this, you get the little black outline. So if we have it like that, then of course we can make like, here, we have it right here. Yeah, this is a perfect thing just for just a little bit more detail on the thing. It looks great. I love it. And then of course if we go into here, the bottom side of said barrel actually looks like really nice planks and can be a really, really, really nice flooring tile. That is what I have been using in here for both floors. I think it is a very, very, very nice block, and I feel like it just doesn't get used enough. I feel like it should be used so much more. I absolutely love how this looks, and I feel like it just brings a lot of detail. It goes well with so many different blocks too, especially because it's a brown color. It goes well with reds, blacks, it goes well with greens, it goes well with other browns, it goes well with blue. It's such a good block. It needs to be used much. Well, I surely do hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that a few of these ideas, a few of these blocks are going to be incorporated into your world. Definitely continue to play around with them, of course, because a lot of these blocks can, of course, go really well with certain colors. You just need to slowly develop what colors go well with what. Take it with your clothes. If you look at clothes, you say, hey, this color looks well with that. Take that into Minecraft. That's the best way I can put that. It's honestly one of the few things that I do that makes how the game looks so much better. It makes builds look so much better if you use blocks that have certain textures, certain details. It makes things pop. Makes things very, very nice. So, I really do hope you enjoyed. My name has been Lunar. I'll see you all in the next video.